Hey lads. Hope you guys have been doing well. It's Friday, at least for me, so end of the week. Weekend's coming up. Hopefully time to relax. There we go. So first up we have good old Ezhdehan and the Royals. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're in England, not England, Italy. There we go. That's good. 1 second. Okay, getting a drink of water. Okay. So, let's see. Daytime, winter, weather, fine. Alright, we're good. Let's get going. Hope you guys have been okay. I've been alright. Next week I have midterms, so I might be a bit busy. Hopefully it turns out okay. Yep, everything was good. Let's get started. Ezhdehan coming off of a win. The Royals, I think, with a tie, if I'm not mistaken. Move it off screen. Let me check the tables. Virginia Emmett with the captain's armband. I think he'll be excited to get these matches going, see how his team does. As for the Royals, I have been in talk with Alessio. He is thinking about taking up the head coach position, so I'll help him get settled in with that. Hopefully he got my message. Yeah, I think both teams would benefit from a win here, more so the Royals. Yeah, hey man, glad to have you here. I know you've. I'm gonna have to make a quick pause here because it's super fast. There we go. No, no, not that either. Normal speed. All right, no time wasted. So yeah, happy to have you in chat, man. I don't know how the time works with Italy, so yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, Ezhdehan and Oslo are right next to each other in the league at the moment. Ezhdehan with a win. The Royals with a tie. They could definitely benefit from a win. Ezhdehan as well, but more so the Royals. No new signings by either team. So it's just a matter of seeing what works, what doesn't work. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope everything's been okay. A few, a few times we've had to go online because of somebody or the professor. So yeah, not fun that that happens, but yeah, I hope everything's okay. At least you didn't have to go somewhere, like, and have to spend time doing something else. So the Royals have had the ball here these past 5 minutes. A good piece of dribbling there. Hey man, nice to see you, Lipman. Uh, hope school's been doing well. It's gonna be cut out by the defense. It's still a dangerous position to be in. Kabiri. That's great. It's always good to. Um, the grass. I love the smell of grass. It's really. It makes me feel good when we're playing soccer, or football. Football, soccer. It's a free kick for Iran here, or the Iranian team. It's going out for a corner. Athletes is on the end of that. Unfortunately, he couldn't direct it towards the goal. We'll see if we can get some good linking between Illich and Barniashev. We saw that last match day. Really brilliant teamwork between those two. Hey, that's great, man. Those are always a lot of fun, I think. It's always nice to represent any team, I think. Especially, oh, this is a bad pass. Illich is going to have a strike. Just over the bar. That was some nervy defense play by Ezhdehan. Illich was able to take it away and get a great shot, but unfortunately, it was a bit too high. But yeah, that's great, man. I've been trying to do the same, but unfortunately, I haven't had time. You know, the league, but also just school stuff. So I don't know. Hey, Condervin. How's it going? Hope you've been okay. Right now, Ezhdehan are playing in the red, and the Royals are playing in the striped purple and white. It's an ambitious effort, but unfortunately couldn't keep it down. Yeah, the Royals are a good team. I wouldn't count any team out at all. Um, I mean, doesn't matter the league position. I mean, any team is really dangerous, I'd say. Everybody's pretty equal in terms of skills. You are late. Don't worry about it, man. Just come when you need to. But no epic saves yet. The game has just started. That's a good win back by Ayodele. Ayodele's gonna have a strike. Just wide. Both defenses looking a bit shaky at the moment. The defense was quick to close off on him, but Ayodele did manage an attempt. It just went wide. Both teams having some strikes here in the early minutes. It's a bit of a trip there. Basilic, good hold of the ball. Ahmadi with the looping ball in. Ayodele with another header. Johansson was going to go for a catch, but I think he got caught on the post. Not a bad effort. Ayodele with another strike. Good stuff from both strikers. I will mention that Johansson has kept quite a few clean sheets. I have been making a note of clean sheets now. But Johansson has been pretty good. I mean, on the other hand, they haven't scored at all. This is a good ball to Ayodele again. Ayodele able to win it back. Really slow, unfortunately. This one back by Simeone. Simeone being the crucial player, I think, for the Royals this season. He's been basically working like clockwork. He's pretty reliable. So Ezhdehan might struggle a bit with him on that side there. Those defensive midfielders have also been doing pretty well for Ezhdehan. They sort of provide that extra support for the defense, but also the midfield when they're moving out. We've got just about 25 minutes, or we're about 25 minutes in. Good dribbling there by Pasalic, but he was tripped. It's going to be a direct strike. Johansson was on it, but not a bad attempt either. I'm really excited to see who drills the first curling ball in for a free kick. Good piece of work to see Pur there. Condorbin, can you remind me of who your player is? Just so I can make a mental note of that. Because I think I know everybody's player name. Or I want to make an effort to do so. Eriksson doing really well here to dribble. Sort of push the ball forward. Rock Mockery. Okay, cool. Sweet. Trotter is also rather reliable, I think, in the defense. Pur has been so good for this team this season. Even though he is a bot player, he's just been so good. Ayodele was going to have a strike. Pressures are making it really hard for the Royals to burst through on the final third these last few minutes. Pasalic wins it back. All the way back to the keeper. Simeone has just been so good for this Royals team this game. He's just so present there. It's really hard to try and get past him. Ezhdehan are pressuring though. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the new formations that the Leyendas have created. Also, the tweaks that we've made to the Griffins. I'm also excited to see how those turn out. Because the Griffins have been struggling, unfortunately. We don't want any team to really just struggle. So, I'll be really interested to see how that gets along as well. Yeah, you guys really are carrying this team. Good piece of work there to see Karimi. Again, who else is on that but Champion? That was a very dangerous position to be in, but unfortunately Ayodele couldn't get a strike on target. He has been so dangerous though, probing and testing that defense and goalkeeper. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a goal today. Good tackle there to win it back. That looked like a foul, and it is a foul. It's just making a darting run here. He's got some room to work with. Couldn't be out-muscled, unfortunately. See ya, Lippman. Have a good time at school. That'll be the first half. Rather interesting, I'd say. We have had less eventful first halves, though. I think Simeone and Champion Trotter, those three players on the Royals, have just been cutting out any possible Ezhdehan attacks. Each half is technically 10 minutes, but unfortunately the frame rate kind of drags it out a bit more. I tried finding new ways to bring the frame rate up, but I don't think it's been working, unfortunately, so I'm a bit out of a loss. So I guess each game might last between 30 minutes, actually. 30 minutes, I'd say. Plus all the extra time with setting it up and looking at highlights, probably like 35 or something. Ayodele just showing he's just had a hold of the ball somehow, and somehow manages to get strikes. But yeah, look at that. Pretty even, but Ezhdehan having seen the opposition's net more times than Royals. Let's get started with the second half. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I'll try pinging people. Looks like there's a player on the ground. I think might be a bot player. It is Nielsen. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Probably just a knock or something. Yep, he's good to go back in. He's gonna watch from the sidelines. They are playing with 10 players though. Good tackle there by Trotter. Trotter been so good this game to cut out all those chances. And he looks like he's making a darting run here. It's a ball in, but Nyashev with the header goes wide. But here's a shot here. They've had a shot in the second half, which is good. They need to keep probing that way, but it's going to be hard, I think, with arguably the better quality that Ezhdehan has. But they have been holding their ground, which is good. I'm also interested to see what kind of tactics you find for this team. Because there's a lot of different ways you can go with it, so it's really up to you what you prefer, what you think is best. Vasilic manages to get past there. Either being pressured, and he's so deep. I think some subs might be in order for Ezhdehan. It's one back by Vasilic. Good win back here. Again, Trotter with the body check was able to destabilize Vasilic's run. Good work by Jake Trotter. He's been holding that defense line so well today. I think there might be some subs here. Yep, there are. I was right. A sub for Ezhdehan. Karimi Afrahimi. It's going to be a foul. Alabama Emmett not happy with that call. Chat champion. Cleared away. The winner is Ayodele, out-muscled by Larson. Good defensive work by the Royals today. Apart from maybe one or two mistakes, they've been pretty reliable. But yeah, to your comment about headers, I had in mind that since Barnyashev is pretty tall, he could be a really he could be a very decent header, I think, of the ball. Um, but I don't know. That's just my idea because I have seen him just basically win every header he's contested. That is true. Yeah, he needs to upgrade because eventually, that won't matter anymore when the players are able to jump higher, um, be stronger in the air. So yeah, that is right. Ezhdehan, pretty dangerous here. Yeah. I think I might have a word with him because I think his first language is Bulgarian. So I'll try and communicate with him, or maybe you can try and communicate with him. There's a translator you can use. Hopefully that's not, uh, how do I say it? It's not discouraging because he is really excited to play. I think he just might not understand, I guess. Um, but yeah, Rahimi with some space here. A cutout by who but Trotter again. If it weren't for Trotter, maybe some less teamwork in the defense, I think they could have gotten a goal by now, Ezhdehan. Larson, those two have been really good. Larson and uh, Trotter. And Simeone. Good work there by the Ezhdehan team. We're approaching some 12 minutes, I think, plus stoppage time. But yeah, I think that's the story of the Royals right now. They're really good defensively, but up top, they're just unable to really um, convert any chances, which kind of explains their so many ties. Also, really good defensive record. Only one goal scored on them. And technically, if this match holds through with this result, it'll be 6 matches with only one goal scored on them. But also only one goal scored in 6 matches. So the defensive plan is there. Just need maybe some tinkering offensive wise. Somebody followed. I can't see, unfortunately. I don't know why. I'm still trying to work on that. But whoever followed, thanks for the follow. Maybe say hello. Introduce yourself if you're so willing. I mean, this team does have potential. The Royals do have potential to be such a good team. I think it's just a matter of finding what works. Maybe seeing if you can get maybe some of those attackers upgrading their stats a little. But I definitely see it in the Royals. this is a decent opportunity here for the Royals. I don't know why I keep saying that, because then it just doesn't go our way. That's going to be a foul on Poole, who I think has had better games. This game hasn't really been his standout moment. This is a decent effort here. I think Virginia Emmett was offside. Oh yeah, by some margin. Should have just stayed his ground, not been involved in the play. But I think Ezhdehan will be desperate to get a goal. So no added time. Interesting, since there have been subs. I'm guessing interruption of play. So even though the Royals didn't get a goal today, I think they'll still take this result, especially against an Ezhdehan team that were, I think, much better today. Not by that much, but, you know, we have seen what they can do. So maybe on an off day, I think the Royals might take this. Especially the defense, which has been so good today. It's a decent pass to Olsen here. And it's come off of, I think that was, yeah, him. I think that's, I don't know who that is. It's a bot player though. But yeah, it ends 0-0. Ezhdehan, I think, really should have struck first, but they didn't. I think the Royals would be much happier with this performance or this result. Quite a few chances, but it ends in a draw. But yeah, I'd say it's a reasonable result, because I mean the defense for the Royals was just on guard today. Oh, I think it's looped by now. So unfortunately, not much happened in this second half, as is the story, I think, with many of these games. They have given it to a defender this time. That's interesting. Yeah, Poole with a not very good performance today. I'm inclined to give this man of the match to Trotter. Also, I had Larson in mind. Yeah, pushing forward. I don't know, I think I'll give it to Trotter. He was just on another level, just cutting out plays left and right. When you thought that Ezhdehan would break through, he was just there. I mean, almost perfect passing, even though it wasn't really any probing passes from what I recall. But yeah. Jake Trotter. Unfortunately, another 0-0 draw. I do have an idea of how maybe we could get more shots in a game, but I am still thinking about it. It does involves with a few factors, but regardless. Next match. Oh, right. Sorry. Alessio Simeone. Both midfielders were exceptionally well today, but I just want to give it to Trotter for just being reliable. But yeah, 5 interceptions, that's pretty good. I mean, that tells you right there. 5 plays that were potentially goal-scoring opportunities were just snuffed out by Simeone. Did concede 1 foul though. Not that much distance covered, but when you're just kind of hanging out in that midfield area, you know, you're just kind of receiving passes and passing them on. Let's look at Chad Champions. Also 5 interceptions, 2 fouls though. Also not much distance. So yeah, pretty much roughly the same as Simeone's stats. So yeah, any other stats we could look at here? Alabama Emmett. Yeah, that's the story for most midfielders. I think that's why they give those so highly to the midfielders. Interceptions, passes. Also, they happen to get shots on target, which is something characteristic of strikers. Also, distance dribbling. Whereas like a striker might be judged only for his strikes and goals, not necessarily his passes. But yeah, Trotter, man of the match. Well done. Really good performance. He's definitely deserving of it. But next match, it's going to be the Griffins against Leyenda. Let's chug along here. Where are they? Reykjavík. There we go. But yeah, Leyenda with their really interesting formation. I'm really excited to see how this turns out because this is very attack-minded. Yep, both with new tactics. Leyenda. We do have a new signing. I'll announce him in Leyenda, or when the Leyenda lineup shows up. But the Griffins do have a new formation. Leyenda have signed a new player on a free. His name is Oscar Regner, I think. Regner, I'm not sure. He's a Swedishman. Really will fit in nicely, I think, with the Leyenda offense. We see Dimitra with the captain's armband. Of course, he is leading the Leyenda team now. This will be I think this will be an interesting match. I hope Griffins put in a bit of a fight. We've kind of seen them snuffed out lately. The defense being not particularly good this season. Leyenda on the up now after a bit of a shaky start. Chess being so good in that offensive role. We haven't seen much of Dwayne this season, actually. I'd like to see Dwayne put himself in the match. Maybe this will be his breakout match. No changes here. And Leyenda, we have a 4-3-3 with wingers on the forwards. Dimitra will be playing on the right. New signing, Regner will be playing on the left side, I think. But a 4-3-3. I'm a big fan of the 4-3-3. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out. This will be a tough game, I think, for the Griffins. A lot of tough games. Leyenda, I think, would do with a win to sort of propel them up the league table and fight for those European competition spots. Leyenda is going to have a cross in. It's cleared away. Good piece of passing here from the Griffins. That's the first touch of the ball from Regner, I think. Hernandez being pressured, he's lost the ball again. It's a foul. I think a late shove on the Griffins player. Del Franco has been so good this season. I think one of the better players of the league in terms of their performance. And he's already been involved in assists and goals and everything. It's a good tackle by Dwayne. And there he is again, Franco. Dimitra with some space to work with. Fernandez is the new incorporation of this tactic. I think this is his first start of the season, playing on that left wing. I think the wings have been struggling a bit because of those extra people on the wings on the defense for the Griffins. They are playing with a 5-2-1-2, I think. Miller's got some room here. He's found Hernandez. Hernandez is going to have a strike. Not a bad effort. And I think the Griffins are the first team to strike in this match. Yeah, there you go. A good strike on target is sometimes all you need. Vincent cuts it out. Hernandez with really no room to work with, just engulfed by the defense. 4 against 1. It's a foul. Franco sees Dwayne. This is a dangerous place to be in. I'm gonna play hot potato for a bit. Lots of room there. Sees Dimitra. I'm not sure what that was. I think that was a strike and it just bounces off of chess. Regner. With the pass to Fernandez. It's so hard to penetrate through that defense when there's so many men back for the Griffins. Rock Mockery. He was in the chat earlier, but I think he's not here anymore. Let's hope for him a good performance. It's a foul. Another foul. Poor pass from Dwayne. It's one back by, I think that was Regner. Good stuff, Regner. I'm still not sure how you say that. I'll try and see if I can find a way to say that correctly. Hernandez has won it back. Very slow. They're gonna run in slow motion. Lots of bobbling today for between these two teams. Just bobbling the ball. Ghabr is darting forward for the attack. And it's going to be one back. Neither team able to strike. There's some build up, but none of them have been able to punch forward. Dimitas with some space here. This could be pretty dangerous. It's a header by Chess. Good clean save by Lane. That's the first real chance I think they've had. Decent effort. Good cross by Dimitra to see Chess. Chess, who has a pretty powerful header, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. It's a good block there by Regner. Regner doing his piece today. There he is again. Very promising stuff from him. It seems that the Leyenda are starting to feel more comfortable now. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about too. I'm not sure if it's the frame rate. Chess has a shot, another save by Lane. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the frame rate that makes him like look super slower. But yeah, I'm not sure. Good dribbling there. Dimitra again. He slipped a little bit on the cross, but Del Franco here. Leyenda looking more dangerous as time passes by. Griffins unable to solidify an attack. They just lose it there. Both teams have been doing so. It's a good pass here. Dwayne Miller, I think, is not Dwayne Miller. Darius Miller. My apologies. Darius Miller. Oh, just half of a body offside. But they found a pocket there in between the defenders. I think if Miller had been just an inch back, he would have been through, and that would have been a goal, I think. Well, we saw the shot was well wide, but in another day, maybe. More space here. Franco bursting forth here. It's a good pass to see Demita. Demita has a strike. It's a decent save, I think, from the goalkeeper. If I'm not mistaken, it went off of his leg. It did. Not a bad effort there to see Demita. Those diagonal runs that Demita has been doing have been pretty good. Then Franco again. Demita with the ball. He's looking really good this game so far. He's through on here. He's going to have a strike. It's another save by Lane. Dimitra's looking really dangerous today. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a goal. Lane doing his best to thwart those strikes. Collected by Lane. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard because I thought I would be neutral, but really it's just hard when like you see every team, so now it's just really hard because I want every team to do well. So, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I really hope the Griffins get a result today. I really don't like to see them languishing so low. Ghabr with a darting run here. This is a decent effort. He's going to be pushed off. It's going to be a foul. The ref is going to have a word. I don't know what he called there. I guess he was just pointing to the free kick. Hernandez going to go all the way through, and it's just past the post. But really close shots both teams have had. I'd say this is a much more entertaining game than the last one. Hernandez there had a strike. It just kind of came off of the goalkeeper. Strange tactic. Demitra had a looping ball in for chest. Demitra has been so good today in terms of probing and finding that attacking play that Leyenda need to sort of give him the chance. We see there again Del Franco. Demitra had a decent left-footed strike. He is right-footed, so that had some power on it as well. Demitra again there to just kind of shrug off the defense, get past Björnsson. Lane had to just tap it out. The Griffins equally putting in their part, although not as many. Maybe we'll see if this performance maintains itself for the second half. Look at that, 4 shots on target out of a 5. That is some sharp shooting if I've seen it. Griffins only having one. Maybe they might have been shortchanged by another shot that maybe didn't count as a shot. But yeah. Second half, they end up pulling in more of the punches than the Griffins. We'll see if they can turn that into a goal. As for the Griffins, they really need to create more in the final third. We'll see if they can make anything out of it. Mitra pressured on Mockery. Hernandez is going to pick up the loose ball. He had Miller open in a really dangerous position. Hernandez is going to take the free kick. I think maybe he just should have gone for a strike. Bjarnason, this is a good chance here. Ghabr. It's going to be a foul. It's a dangerous position. A really dangerous position, actually. Hernandez might have a pop. He is. Miller got ahead to it, but he just kind of deviated. He just kind of deviated it off of the goal, and I think it was going in. But Miller just kind of got in the way, unfortunately. It was going in. That was like a Lukaku moment. Chess, Franco was feeling a bit confident there, but it didn't seem to have any danger on it. I don't know why the replay is showing that was well off target. Way off target. That was a Lukaku moment. Yeah, it was. Dwayne has come off. Really sad for Dwayne. Dwayne really hasn't been putting in much work from what I've seen. Not work, but I'm sorry. Or hasn't really been involved. He's been involved more defensively than offensively. Regner has the ball. I'd like to see him get an assist or something. Tripped up there. It's going to be a sub. And then this is going to come off. Haldorsen is coming in. Someone's smashing through the hallway. So apologies if you can hear my door. Hector with another cutout. That is true. Miller with some brilliant dribbling here was cut out by Regner, who has been having a pretty good debut. He's fitting himself in well with this Leyenda team. Bjarnason has a strike, and it's a goal! What a goal that was by Bjarnason from way out of the box. I didn't think that was gonna go in, but it did. Martic, I think, should have done better. Let's take a look at that beauty. I am sorry, I was caught way off guard. I didn't think that was going in. Martic, poor goalkeeping by Martic, I've got to say. Martic really should have maybe dove for something there. Not to take away from that strike though, but Bjarnason. And we have a game on our hands now. The goalkeeper should have done better, I think. He really should have. Maybe kind of froze up a little, didn't know what to do. Before he knew it, the ball was in the back of the net. I'm sorry, I really didn't think that was going in, but somehow it did. I'm going to have some subs here. Dimitra has come off. A pretty good performance by Dimitra overall. Kind of maybe didn't show up much in the second half, but definitely in the first half. Probably arguably one of the best players. Leyenda will be desperate to get something here. The Griffins going to hold on. Yeah, I think Dimitra was just kind of fatigued out. He did run a lot in the first half, like you saw in the highlights and in the match. But you can never go wrong with a fresh pair of legs. What a goal that was by Bjarnason, though. Players on the ground. It is the goal scorer, Bjarnason. There might be a bit of revenge from the Leyenda team on the goal scorer. He seems to be okay. Maybe he's got a bit of a knock. There's a few goal of the seasons, I think. There's a beautiful volley from outside of the box in the League Cup, I think. There was a beautiful volley. I mean, if you look in the highlights, Barreto from out of the box hit a volley, and it was just so good. There've been a few other ones, I think. We'll make a vote. At the end of the season, I'll sort of compile some of the best goals, and we can vote. Chess is going to get booked here. Leyenda being very aggressive, I think. Maybe penning out a bit of that frustration that they're losing the game. Aldorsen. Rock Mockery. Maybe fancies a shot. That's sort of the Sunday League strategy, I think, just kind of breaking people down until you break them down mentally. Which sometimes can make or break situations, I think. A decent passing here from the Leyenda team. I think that's Bjarnason's second goal of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and check real quick, because I think that might be a second goal. Regner, as I've said before, he's integrated himself well. A bit of a miscommunication there. Chest to chest. Rodriguez is going to have a strike. Just over the bar. Leyenda are not out of it yet. No, I was thinking of Christiansen, who scored in the League Cup. Oh no, Bjarnason did score. So Bjarnason has 2 goals in the season now. How about that? The Griffins currently bottom of the table, although I think it might change a little bit if they win this. Bjarnason has 2 goals. Miller also has 2 goals. 2 Griffins players currently leading with most goals of the season, and they are bottom of the league. How's that? I have seen that happen, where like a team who's not doing so well has like an exceptionally just star goal scorers that have just been keeping them up from total just catastrophe. It's a bit nervy play there by Lane. Decided to dart in front of 2 players. That is true. That will help with goal difference, though. Also, it gives you more of that punching power. The bottom 2 teams are pretty down low, but the rest of the league table is super competitive. I think there's 2 points separating 1st and 6th. So anything goes. That's an unnecessary foul. Tempers are flaring up here. Ruben is still on the ground. He's going to be stretchered off. Lots of injuries this game. Very aggressive game. Jonathan is going to come off. The goal scorer shown on camera there. The fans are happy with this performance. A ball in. I'm really nervous to see how this game ends. Looks like Ruben is set to come back in. He's okay. Probably just has a knock. I don't know. Maybe they're looking for that second goal. You never know. Unfortunately, you can't set subs. I really wish that was a feature. I think that would really make tactics a lot more interesting. But I don't think you can set custom subs to come off at like certain times with certain conditions. There he is, the man. The true Icelandic man who plays with no sleeves, no gloves in the middle of winter. This game has been a bit longer than the other one, I think. Lots of stops. Darius Miller. That is true. The formation does, for the Leyenda formation, does show promise. That is a really interesting thing that you've sort of found there. I don't know if I can do that. I definitely would if the game allowed me, but I think subs are just there's like conditions that you can set for subs to happen. So there's fatigue, and then there's performance. Those two things you can kind of change to make subs. But yeah, I think we don't have. I mean, I might consider a system like that. Like people who are more active might be on lineup, but as of now, we still have teams with a lot of bot players, so might as well just keep all of the user players on the starting lineup, even though they aren't active or they aren't updating. That's a nasty foul again. Another nasty tackle, Gonzalez. Jesus, there have been so many injuries in this game. It's going to be stretchered off. I don't know if they've used all of their subs. They might. Magnussen is receiving treatment. He is also good to go back in. This is a good pass by here. Rodriguez is through on goal. Lane is coming off of his line. A brilliant fingertip save. Really nervous end of this last few matches. I hope you guys aren't. The nerve isn't too nerve-wracking. Leyenda could still come out with a goal. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Just kind of hauling off somebody. Some poor lad that just broke his leg. This has been a fiery match, I think. Both teams super aggressive. But yeah, that is true. You can kind of look back on the VODs. You can put as much work or as little work as you'd like. I mean, there's simple settings where you can just kind of put like across the board something. There's manual settings where you can go in and like individually look at each player. You can also change it from match to match. It's completely up to you. It's the experience is what you make of it. Got 5 minutes left here. Leyenda are desperate for a goal, I think, but the Griffins also pulling in their work to maybe get a second goal, which I think would be wonderful for them in terms of goal difference and where they stand in the league. We did see in the last match that the Griffins were winning for most of the match, and then they conceded in the very last minute to come off with a tie, which I think was undeserving. They should have won that match. This game, I think, the first half was pretty much dominated by Leyenda, but I'd say both teams have sort of calmed down a little in terms of shots. We know that hasn't been the case with fouls. But this match is going to enter stoppage time pretty soon. Yeah, once the players let go of their steam, once they start losing energy a lot, then sort of they can't really press anymore. 2 minutes of stop time, I think, is fair. Leyenda, this will be their last opportunity to get a goal, I think. Ruben with the ball. The fans doing anything to keep them off guard, and it seems to have worked. You can hear the fans just like booing the Leyenda players to just sort of throw them off of their scent. Ghabr with the ball. They've won it back, and I think this will be a victory. Maybe not. Del Franco. This is a chance here. We cut out well by the defense. That would have been a goal, I think. And I think that'll be it. It's a poor pass there. The Leyenda players are still in it. Oh my goodness. This is going to come down to the wire. Rodriguez. Regner. The ball is still in play somehow. Oh, I'm so nervous. Ruben. Juan. Somehow the ref hasn't ended the match yet. Gonzalez with the cross in. It's going to be cleared out, and I think that'll be game. Surely that's game. Whew. That ending was... that had me nervous. But the Griffins come out with their first victory of the season. They managed to hold off the onslaught that was the Leyenda attack. Leyenda, I think, were really dangerous. They should have had a goal. But unfortunately, Lady Luck was not with them. Lane pulling out some big boy moves, some big boy saves. I mean, he has been pretty shaky in other games, but he was just on it today. Dimitra being super dangerous. There's a goal. Bjarnason just kind of looped it in. The goalkeeper really should have done better. It really was lucky. It was, I'd say, 50-50. Like, that was a decent strike from out of the box. But Martic maybe should have at least dove for it or something. But yeah, that ending was really intense. Rodriguez there. If he kept it down to the left, that would have been a goal. This was also going to be a goal, but a good save again by Lane. I think I might be inclined to give the man of the match to Lane, also Dimitra. Those are a few contenders. The midfield wasn't really there. But the Griffins have their first win of the season. Really exciting times here. Let's see who was given the man of the match. Mockery. 6 interceptions. I mean, Lane had an equally good performance, according to the match from Mockery. 6 passes, 8 passes. Where are the saves? There we go. All right. So he faced a total of 9 shots, 5 on target. He made 7 saves. Jeez. In the goal area, missed shots. Those were off target. But yeah, Lane was instrumental, I think, to keep Leyenda at bay. Let me look at Dimitra's stats. 2 shots, 5 crosses. That wing plays was worked very well for Dimitra, as did on the other side, which was Fernandez. Oh yeah, let's look at fouls. 14 fouls. 14 fouls. They ended up pulling out 10 fouls. They didn't win the game, but they made sure that Griffins didn't forget, leave a bruise on them or something. Jeez. Very entertaining game today. The Reykjavík Griffins and Leyenda. Really happy performance, I think, from both teams. Leyenda's start is a promising start, I think, with this tactic. The Griffins holding out especially well in the defense. That one goal is just able to separate them. What minute was the match goal? 55. Assist was Magnussen, I think. Yeah. So 55. With an assist by Magnussen. And man of the match is going to be... Who is it going to be? Let me think about it for a bit. Yeah, boy, am I glad we aren't having fatigue roll over into next matches, because Griffins would not be good next match. But yeah, they're gonna magically recover with the brilliant physiotherapist team. Probably sink themselves in one of those Icelandic hot springs or whatever they call them. But yeah, man of the match. I think I'll have to give it to Lane. I know Dimitra really wants it, but I just have to give it to Lane, because Lane was just saved left and right. I think it's only fair that we give it to him. But a brilliant performance, I think, from both teams. I think both teams should be very, very happy with this performance. It is going to leave a bit of a bitter taste in the Leyenda players. They didn't win. As for the Griffins, also a bitter taste because they kind of left in wheelchairs. But yeah, I'll have to give it to Lane. Yeah, form rivalries. Things will get heated. But that closes that chapter. Third game. Norfolk and Golden Eagle. Have a good time, man. Thanks for showing up. Really had a good time with you in chat. So yeah, take it easy, man. No time wasted. Norfolk County, Golden Eagle. Golden Eagle had a bit of a shocker last game. You know, top of the table. They end up losing in really bad fashion against Leyenda. At least I think it was Leyenda. Or maybe it was the Rovers. I'll double check. So maybe they're looking to bounce back. Norfolk, on the other hand, have been a bit just kind of average across the board. We'll see if they can kind of come out with a victory. No new signings, I think, by either team. Newest signing, I think, being Lamar Santos, the Brazilian, the attacking midfielder for Norfolk. Captains leading out their team. Not sure how this match will turn out, actually. I can't really pick out a winner. I think it might end in a tie, which is a safe bet right now. Yeah, Pinto has been all right this season. Becker had a phenomenal start to the season, one for the ages. He's kind of quieted down a bit. We'll see if he can maybe make amends. Here we go. Norfolk, second time playing with what's it called? That diamond formation. Diamond formation seemed to have worked well for them last game. This frame rate is still killing us. I don't know why. I'll have to just keep trying to find a way. Playing with the classic ball, that's always fun. Good old classic football. Somehow it didn't go out of bounds. Now it did. Decent baller to Barreto. Barreto has broken through. This could be a goal. It probably will be. It's a good save, but Becker's on the end of it. It's going to be a tap-in. It's a goal for Golden Eagle. Becker at the right place at the right time to get a tap-in. Becker notches it up to 3 goals this season. He is the top goal scorer now. Becker always at the right place at the right time, and he's really happy with this. A bit of a mistake from the defense. Goalkeeper should have done better, but Becker's just on it. Take a look at it here. Barreto's thunderous strike. Wilson could only get a hand on it. Fell right to the feet of Becker, who all he had to do was just tap it in. As easy as it gets. And now the Eagles are up by 1 goal. Not even 10 minutes into the game. Barreto again. Good pass to see Boyer. It's a good tackle there by the defense. It's a bit nervy play from Norfolk this early time of the match. We'll see if they can pull something out of this. Not particularly convincing performance so far. Aziz wins the ball here. It's a good pass to Barreto. Barreto's through. It did go in, but I think it was called offside. It was. Norfolk are just falling to pieces. Technically 2 goals. One of them was called offside. It's a good pass to see Becker. Gonna be a foul. Barreto is through here. He's gonna have a strike. Wilson couldn't get a hand to it. It was nearly another goal. Golden Eagle have been absolutely dominating this game. Hawkins was pressured by Barreto. Schaefer. It's a ball in. It's another header. It's just wide again. Aziz with a beautiful diving header. Was left unmarked. Just wide of the bar. The ref did call an advantage, but they lost the ball, so it's going to be a free kick. Gonna be a foul. The ref is gonna have a word. Just a warning, I think. Yes, it will. Shevchenko loses it there. It was nervy play by the defense for that split second. He just decides to clear it. It's a good block there. Right to Barreto. It's a good win back by Craney. Oh, Winter went down grabbing his leg. I really hope this isn't a repeat of our last game. Winter is going to have to be stretchered off. Lots of brutal plays today. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Tim Becker. Winter is good to go. Yeah, man, it's been a really not good performance, I have to say. I'm really sorry to say that, but the Eagles have just been super pressured. Barreto with a glancing header. That's going to be out for a corner. Aziz with the corner. Who's in the box? Barreto. It's going to be a goal kick. Barreto's been just so dangerous today. He could have easily bagged himself already 2 goals. Norfolk County. That's a foul. Nathan Hawkins. Probably a bit upset with that. And it's going to be a yellow card. Not good discipline by Norfolk. Maybe a bit of letting go of that steam from just losing and not being able to control this game. It's another foul. Elects to clear it, the defense. Aziz. Oh dear, this defensive work. Schaefer. They just seem to take it back. Becker's just so dangerous, just pressuring. Just relentless pressure on that left side. Dora plays advantage. That did look like a foul. Craney appears on this right wing here. This could be a decent chance for Norfolk to get back in it. It's going to be a header. It's a foul on Tom Price. Tom Price, happy that things finally go the way of Norfolk. Nobody on the end of that, unfortunately. Warriors run gets cut out there. Norfolk switch to a more attacking. Maybe see if they can get a goal before the end of the first half. I didn't think that was a foul. It's a good piece of defense there. Craney on it right now. Mar Santos wins it back. Damian Winter with the ball. He did come down with a knock, but he seems to be okay now. The Eagles, I don't think, would like to afford any first half changes in case of a serious injury that required a sub. It's a nice over the top, just what a nice pass that was. We are in stoppage time. This will be the last play, I think, of the game. It'll probably end once they get passed into the opposing half. I don't know what that was by the defender. It'll probably end here. That'll do it, I think. I've said that like 3 times already, but now I'm sure. There we go. Eagles with just an... Okay, Tom Price just decides to phase through his teammate there. But as I was saying, the Eagles have definitely been the better team of the two. Norfolk really need to regroup and try and get themselves back in this. Here we see the goal. Barreto's shot was blocked, rebounded. Just a tap in for Becker. Now that's his 3rd goal of the season. Becker has just been so deadly up front. You just can't trust him at all when he has the ball. Or if you're the opposing team, you can't trust that he might miss. This was a decent effort by Aziz. Header just went just a bit wide. Header by Barreto, but was, I think, well off target. This is a foul, I think. Hawkins on Becker. He received a booking for that. And we loop back. Yeah, those stats kind of speak for themselves. Eagles, Norfolk haven't had a single strike on target in this first half. Possession's been pretty equal. Already 9 fouls, Norfolk. I think they might be pretty nervous in this game. No strikes on target, conceding lots of fouls. Osborne runs here. He is going to face a defender. We'll see if Norfolk can sort of turn the story around for the second half. Hawkins has been so good winning those headers back. Shoes all the way back to Brathwaite. Damian Winters, sorry, with the ball in. So many D's. Tim Becker. Norfolk switching to more attacking play, I think, is the right call. They really can't, they don't have anything to lose. Well, at least in the context of the match. That was not a foul, but the ref calls it as one. Good pass there. Tim Becker. Omar Santos is through here. That was a decent run by, not a decent, that was an excellent run by Santos. Just kind of burst through the defense. Maybe a bit unlucky not to have a shot. That was just tipped away by the defender and collected by the goalkeeper. There are going to be some subs. Barreto has been subbed off. Had an electric first half. Not so much a second half. And Neumann has come on to replace him. Mar Santos, brilliant ball to Pinto. Pinto with some space here. This could be a good chance for Norfolk to cross in. Price is on the end of it. It's collected by the goalkeeper, but a decent effort again by Norfolk. They're starting to get to that final third. Those crosses into Price have been working very good. At least that time it did. Norfolk again. Hawkins sees Price. It's tipped away. Craney's going to have a shot from way out. It's going to be bobbled a bit by the goalkeeper. Craney fancied a shot from a ways away. Brathwaite had a bit of a hard time trying to get to it, but he did. Now Golden Eagle are on the attack. Backer to Neumann. It's collected by the defense. Norfolk trying to get some build up here. That was almost one there. The sun's starting to come out, at least in my room here. It's been pretty cloudy this morning, but the sun is starting to come out. That's good. I like it when the sun's out. Adam might fancy a shot. He does. Ooh, just wide. Decent effort from Adam there. If he directed it maybe a little bit to the left, that could have been very dangerous indeed. Yeah, I think so too. I think you might benefit from some wingers. Amar Santos has come off. I'm not sure who came off for the Golden Eagles, but I think someone did. It was Tim Becker. Schroeder has taken his place. Tim Becker has been pretty good. He was pretty good, but even then, we've seen how even better he can be. Tom Price to Cruz. Norfolk could get something on here. David, still Tom Price. And it's tipped out by Shevchenko, the defender. Oh, it's one back there. Good stuff from Schaefer. But yeah, I think you might benefit from wingers. At least against this Eagles team, it's been a bit hard to sort of burst your way through the center. It has worked on a few occasions, but it generally hasn't gone successfully. They just tend to lose it. It's going to be a foul. I didn't agree with that. The Norfolk players also agree with me. Probably wasn't a foul. Schaefer here. Schaefer might have... He has the strike. Not a bad effort there. A bit wide, but not a bad effort. He sort of burst through there. He had some time to get a strike on. Couldn't direct it on target, unfortunately. Good pass there to see Williams. Williams with the ball in, sees Pinto. David. Williams. Back to David. David with the ball in. It's a header by Tom Price. He came off of the defender. But again, those have been proving very well. I think Tom Price is a threat in the air. Good tackle. We're some 10 minutes left of the game. Eagles are on top. The match has quieted down a bit in the second half, apart from a few chances. Yeah, I think that would be a good move. Because Tom Price is pretty tall. I think he's 1.90 m, something like that. So one of the taller players in the league. If you could exploit some winger play, get some crosses in, have Tom Price be like super good in the air, I think that could be a pretty deadly combination. That's just an idea though. It's completely up to you. Eagles are going to be ultra defensive. Norfolk are going to be going the ultra offensive. So we might see just plays by Norfolk. We'll see if they can, eke out a tie maybe. Cruz is pressuring. Eagles with the ball. Martin tried battling for it there. We're approaching stoppage time here. Eagles definitely been maybe the better team of the two. The Norfolk have sort of punched forth the second half. The first half was maybe one to forget. Eagles with the ball here. They're going to maybe waste some time. No, they're not. It's going to be a ball in. Neumann is going to have a strike. It's a good save by Wilson. Bobbled a bit there by the Norfolk defense. Neumann had a pop. Wilson with some safe hands. And I think that might be game. It is. The Eagles do just what they need to get a win. I think this might be a bit of a poor performance from Norfolk. Maybe rethink some things. The Eagles are going to come out with the win. Tim Becker's strike. Really just a tap in, not really a strike. Was all that was needed to separate the two teams in the 7th minute, very early in the match. And little did we know that by the 7th minute, it had already been decided. The winner, Tim Becker, notches his 3rd goal of the season. So deadly this season. At least this first half of the season. We'll see how he gets on in the second half. As for man of the match, I don't know. No players really stood out to me compared to the last match. Maybe I'd say maybe Becker, but he did have a goal to his name. But apart from that, he didn't really do much. Barreto, I'd say, if he kept up the performance in the first half, definitely would have been contender. Unfortunately, he just kind of fell off a little in the second half. And the second half of the first half. Try saying that 3 times fast. I don't know. If we can't come out, then I guess I'll just give it to Becker, but it's not one that I'm convinced I'll take. Not a good performance from Norfolk, unfortunately. We'll just look to the next match here. Becker, oopsie daisy. It was given to Becker. Yeah, none of the midfielders really stood out to me. I think we'll just give it to Tim Becker. Tim Becker maybe has caught the eye of some teams, maybe. Not saying that's the case, just a maybe. He is playing in a maybe inactive team. He is basically the star player of the Eagles team at this moment. Second in line would be Barreto, I think. Just an idea to consider. All right, boys. Last game. Last game of the stream. Last game of the match day. Last game of the week before we go into week 3. And we'll be entering the second half of the season already. Maybe might do a mid-season analysis stream. I think that would be pretty fun. I was thinking of doing that. But we'll have the Rovers come up against Dragões, who haven't been having a good season. We'll see if they can sort of maybe pull something out of this match. Sporting Rovers definitely not going to give up a defeat, especially that they're challenging for a title race. Whoops, I didn't add the actual starting now. There we go. All right. Last match, as I mentioned. I've been let me see. What can I say about the season so far? It's been alright. I've been having a lot of fun. It's been pretty fun, I think. definitely been a lot more work than I anticipated, but that's all right because I like doing this. This is a lot of fun for me. Um, I've been surprised with the way some of the matches have been going out. Um, Maybe it might be due to just teams being a little bit balanced at the moment. Once players start upgrading as the seasons come by, maybe 2 or 3 seasons in, you might start to see a bit of a unique set style of play between teams, strengths and weaknesses. At the moment, everyone's just kind of balanced. Peter Kask and Jairo da Silva, both being good integrations into this Rovers team. Kask pulling out some big saves on his debut. What more could you ask from a debutant? Dragões, on the other hand, not a stellar season. Maybe, hopefully, they might get a result here. But the Rovers definitely won't be going down easy. We'll see what this match has to offer. The Rovers are going to kick this off. My game's going to run like crap, but that's okay. No, it's not sometimes. Actually, I should probably really fix that. Sabota, the tallest player in the game, I think. Well, in the league at least. It's a free kick for Dragões. Jafari Blackwood is going to take it. Rovers have won the ball back. Sabota's on it. It's going to be a foul. Not much has happened these first 7 minutes or so. To be expected, teams are sort of calibrating themselves. I don't know what happened there. It's a foul. Rovers are taking the ball. Jafari Blackwood's ball was cut out there. He is running on the wing now. The ball goes out of play. Nice to see that the JPEG fans nice to see that the JPEG fans are wearing their Rovers colors. That's always nice. Little nice addition to detail. Emmanuel Blackman has won it back. A good skeet there. I don't know how else to call it. He's still on it, Blackman. Souls out with the cross in. Chinedu's on the end of it. It's headed away. Jafari Blackwood is going to come up with it. He does. Samuel with the clearance. Dragões looking pretty dangerous, actually. Never underestimate your opponent. Souza trips up there. Grimes. I should mention that the Rovers have yet to concede a game. Yet to concede a goal in this entire season. How about that for a statistic? Chinedu wins it back. Kask has been filling in very well for the goalkeeper position, which used to be Fletcher's. Fletcher being a pretty good goalkeeper, replaced by an also equally decent goalkeeper. Grimes. Grimes has been really good this season as well. Good pass to Da Silva. It's a poor pass from Bolton. He's giving it away. The defense is on it though. It's a foul. I don't think so. Cohen is going to burst through here. He might have a strike. He does. Good sliding block there by Costa. Cohen is still on it. That's going out for a corner. Bolton to take it. Bobbled a little. It's a goal by the Rovers. The goalkeeper really bobbled it there. Goalkeeper, a bit of a shocker there, I must say, but Murray was on it. Just smashed it home from point blank range. We could take a look at the replay. The goalkeeper unable to, and that's a bit unlucky, I must say. Bolton's corner was not able to be caught by the goalkeeper, who then has a bit of a stumble with one of the players. And because of that short time span, Murray is able to just smash it home with no goalkeeper in the net. We currently lead 1-0 to the Rovers. We'll see if Dragões have a response to this. They looked dangerous for the most part in the first half, but the Rovers have struck first. Cleared away by Kask. This result will do wonders for Rovers, I think, for fighting for that title spot. Because it currently is between the Eagles and the Rovers. That's an ugly foul on Blackwood. It's going to be a yellow card for Samuel. Not what you want to see as a defender. The JPEG fans agreeing with the booking. It's a nasty tackle from behind, actually. Soboslai. Nice. It's a header. Lopez is on it. It's going to be deflected, collected by the defense. I'm really excited to see it. Let's see. Oh my god, dude, I love that so much. Oh. Yep, that's pretty much the result after the Leyenda's match. The boys come out happy, but in wheelchairs. Some boo-boos and bruises. Wow, that's phenomenal that you put that much effort into that, man. I might have that pinned, actually. I will, as a matter of fact. The Rovers taking control of this match now. Dragões haven't been seen except for a few chances. Murray, the goal scorer. Cohen. This is a decent chance here. Young-un. Just over the bar. The Rovers looking to get a second goal. They might have a chance to do so. Jong-un there with that chance. Unable to keep it down, unfortunately. Gonna switch the play. Left side to the right side. Ricketts. Ricketts gives it away. Blackman. Jong-un. It's a good pass to see Murray. Murray having a great game today. Cohen with the ball in. Nobody on the end of it, unfortunately. Bolton does pick it up again. Rovers continuing to pile on the pressure. Souza. Dragões electing to play more attacking now, which is fair. Lopez. Souza's cross gets blocked. Ricketts is on it. Ricketts having also a really good game. Bit of a scramble. Lopez, Souza. Blackman has a chance here. Soboslai. Come on, get a shot. It's cleared away. And it's lost. Baddies has it back. Tackled. We're approaching halftime here. Not much to say except that the Rovers have just been dominating this game. Sabota. Good pass. Da Silva. Da Silva's through here. Ricketts comes away with the ball after being cleared. We're just now 45 minutes in. That's a foul. Late tackle by Sabota. Ref doesn't call a foul. I'm pretty sure that was. Da Silva. Jong-un. I'll do it for the first half. Rovers doing what they need to get a victory from this game to keep themselves in a title race. Dragões sinking without a trace, unfortunately. We'll see if they have any form of a response in the second half. Here we see the goal, 19th minute by Murray. Goalkeeper stumbled, allowed Murray to just smash it in with no goalkeeper in the net. A bit unfortunate from the Dragões, but then again, they did use a bit of their luck in the last match when they did have a last-minute equalizer. So I suppose what comes around goes around. Or maybe it's what goes around comes around. I don't know. That saying. Murray has been so good this game. Creating so many chances for his team. Eventually getting his own goal, which is deserved, although maybe not for the Dragões to lose it in that manner. But here we go, second half. Last 45 minutes before the end of the game and the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if we've reached the half point of the season, not yet. We have to complete Matchday 7, so Monday's fixtures. Then we'll be in the halfway mark. Then teams will switch back home away fixtures. Sabota pressuring Perez. Perez did lose the ball, but it's collected by the defense. Still not out of trouble though. Sabota was offside off of the rebound. Blackwood loses it. Come to Jong-un. Jong-un also loses it. Chinedu. Jong-un somehow wins that battle. Very impressive. Lapis. Jong-un playing very, very deep. Pink hair, super characteristic of them. Always easy to spot them out. Murray. The tackle by Soboslai. Murray is going to pick up the loose ball. That's a foul. Late tackle on Murray. Murray has been having a pretty good game. The second half performance has translated from the first half, which is a good sign, I think. Most players tend to quiet down a little bit after the second half, usually due to fatigue. At this stage in the league, players are going to get tired a bit quickly. But we all have to start from somewhere. Blackwood. It's a great tackle by Jong-un, which is counted as a foul, which I don't understand why. They did get the ball, so Blackwood is going to take it. Costa. Lopez is on the wing. He's going to get a cross in. He does. Too far, Blackwood. Couldn't get ahead to it, unfortunately. This could be a counterattack by the Rovers. It's a good tackle there. Good tackle by the Dragões player to snuff that chance out. Good header by Grimes to cut that chance out. Defenders have been pretty good today for the Rovers. Ricketts, Grimes, some standout names. Samuel, not so much. He did get booked. Knight, I think, being the other player. Not much to see from Knight. There are going to be some subs. Blackwood is subbed off for Fernandes. Fernandes having the late last-minute winner in the previous game. We'll see if he can repeat some of that. Another sub. Cohen is coming off. Cohen looks pretty tired actually, so this might be a good change. Sabota now. Good pass from Bolton to see Samuel on the wing there. Samuel with some space. Tries to find Jong-un, but it's cleared out by the defense. It's going to be a throw-in. And another sub. Jong-un has come off. Abdallah Abraham has come on. I don't remember who came off for the Dragões. But if I'm not mistaken, it might have been Soboslai. Nope, Soboslai's still on the pitch. I wonder who it was then. Well, you'll figure out when you look back. Gomes. Good interception there by Bolton. The crowd shows their approval. Soboslai. Bit of a frenzy here, Samuel. I see you take control of it now, Rovers. 20 minutes left in this game. We'll see if Dragões are able to get an equalizer. Probably not from what I've seen so far. Sabota. The Rovers are looking much more likely to get a second goal than Dragões to get an equalizer. Fox subbed on for Jong-un. McCann also coming on, I think. Abdallah Abraham pressuring. Good tackle there by Fernandes. It is going to be a foul. Ricketts. That's a foul. Soboslai unhappy with that call. The ref is going to have a word with him, maybe for dissent. It's probably going to be a warning. It is. The ref probably didn't like Soboslai's reaction to that foul. There's Bolton. Fox sees McCann. McCann is wide open. He's going to have a strike. It's a brilliant save by Santos. My word, what a save that was. McCann's shot was going in. Santos was maybe a bit off of his line, but he managed to tip it over the bar for a beautiful acrobatic save. Bolton is going to take the corner. Fox. Another header by McCann, but this one's well wide. It's going to be a goal kick. Good, decent effort by McCann on both ends of that play. Header might have done a bit better, but the shot was a brilliant shot by McCann. comes Fox. Rovers win it back. Chinadu wins it back. This could be a brilliant chance for Dragões. It's a brilliant save by Kask. An out of nowhere opportunity, really. Chinadu outmuscled the defense, won the ball back. Was through on goal, but if it weren't not for Kask there, that would have been a goal. Brilliant stuff from Peter Kask. Has done well to integrate himself into this team. I'm sure his teammates will be very happy with that save. Abdallah Abraham. Still Abdallah Abraham. He's going to have a strike. It's another good save by Santos. Very attack-minded plays recently these last few minutes. Both goalkeepers doing what they need to do to keep their teams in the match. This strike by Fox came off of the defender. Bolton loses the ball. The Rovers looking very likely to get a second goal, but Dragões doing their work so far. Hey man, how's it going? Hopefully that homework is going well. I suck at all things chemistry, so best of luck to you. Unfortunately, you are at the very embers of this stream. This match is about to end, and that'll be it for today. But Ezhdehan did pretty well. They did manage to tie. It wasn't a victory, but it was against a good Royals team, I think. So I think a tie is fair. Dragões doing anything to get an equalizer here. Fernandes, the responsible for the last-minute winner. We'll see if he can pull off those antics again. It looks not likely, though. It's a foul. Martins unhappy with that. It's a good piece of header there by Sabota. Fox is through here. He's going to have a strike just over the bar. Rovers really should be 2 or 3 goals up, but the strike by Fox was just over the bar. Santos has had some good saves, apart from that mistake in the first half. I think he might have redeemed himself for that mistake. The match has entered stoppage time. Dragões lose the ball. Sabota win it back. Dragões not particularly convincing, apart from 1 or 2 shots, but they were out of a mistake from the defense. And that'll be game. Rovers do what they need to do. They get a win. Dragões slump continues. Rovers will be definitely happy with this win, especially since their rivals for the title race also won a match against Norfolk County. There's a mistake by Santos. It was in the 19th minute. There is not an assist dedicated But it is going to be Murray with the goal. And that'll be all that separates these two teams. Rovers had some brilliant chances. If they just kept one or two down, really if they kept all of them down. What a beautiful save that was. Probably one of the saves of a match day. Not the save. One of the saves of the season, I'd say. Abdallah Abraham did well there. But another good save by the goalkeeper. Abdallah Abraham maybe should have done a bit better than just belting it at the goalkeeper. Quick thinking defense cleared it. And this late minute strike by Fox was just over the bar. Not a bad effort. It was curling and dipping and all sorts of stuff, but he just couldn't keep it on target. And that'll be it. Let's see. I'm tempted to give it to a defender. Grimes had a good game. Samuel had an okay game, not particularly in the first half, definitely in the second half though. Ricketts had a good game all around. I don't know why he was given a 5.5. Strikers not having a good game, apart from just a few strikes, but that's about it. Dragões just all around not being that well. Maybe Chinedu, but that's being a bit generous to be honest. Soboslai, Blackwood, definitely the two center star players of this Dragões team. Betis not showing up unfortunately. Look at Grimes' stats. 6 interceptions, wow. Didn't move much, but he is a center back, so Samuel did have more probing runs. 3 interceptions. Let's see, Ricketts. Yeah, Ricketts pretty much on par with Samuel. Bolton just being the clock that ticks the Rovers in the midfield. Without him, they'd be not as in a good position, I'd say. But I'll give it to Robert Grimes. He had a pretty good run. Grimes is playing as a center back. And that'll do it, boys. That'll do it for match day 6. Some pretty entertaining matches. I highly recommend watching the Griffins Leyenda match. That match was just on another level. Both teams were just phenomenal and super aggressive. But yeah, that'll do it. Once again, 1-0's being the decisive factors for teams. And yeah, all stats are in. I'm going to go ahead and update the rosters. And yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you guys. For those of you that are here, thank you for tuning in. If you're not here, thank you for being in the chat. Really appreciate you guys contributing to the league. And yeah, I'm probably gonna go enjoy this nice sunny weather now, maybe do some reading, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.